Right, I'm going to be making a new loft storage space. So I've got this room. This is we've had a loft conversion, so we've got deluxe windows in the roof here, and then down here we've got vertical wall, and behind that there is a load of dead space which we're currently not using. I think right through the window here you can see the roof extends some way down past that hole, so what I want to do is cut through that wall and put a couple of doors, and then I'm going to put boards down over the rafters and build some internal walls to plaster up so it's nicely sealed, and then I'll have an extra storage space in the loft. Now you can see these X's on the wall here, and that's me locating where the studs are. So I've been using my trusty magic stud finder, which is a magnet out of a computer disk drive. So I've got an old disk drive that was dead, had broken, opened it up, and inside you find these two magnets. There's one on top of the other normally, and you just run it across the wall looking for studs, and when it finds one you just hold it very loosely and it sticks to it. So you just put a little X, and then you can see very easily there's a line of X's there, move across, line of X's there, another line there, and another line there. So that's potentially the size of my doors, but it's not going to work for me like that. I can't fit a door between these 2 points. It's just too narrow. Likewise that's too narrow, likewise that's too narrow for a door. So I'm going to have to remove one of these studs. And I think probably I'm going to remove this one here. Because that gives me the widest space between that one and that one, and it also keeps me well away from that plug, which I want to stay away from. So I might put the end of the cupboard there and just make it go from there to that wall, or maybe I might just box the back of that in and go all the way to the end. Actually I think I will, I'll just go all the way to the end, but again the size of cupboard I want to get in, I think I'm just going to remove that stud. Anyway, so I'm going to drill a hole through the wall there and start cutting and see where I get. Now I've drilled holes here to get the blade in, and I've drilled holes here in this corner. I've only drilled the 2 diagonal corners because I'm just going to cut across here to here, and then I'll cut up here and they will join. Likewise I'll cut across to there. Once I've got this access hole I can see more clearly what's going on, decide if I'm going to take this one out or this one or whichever. And then all of a sudden, there's something there. And along a bit further, there's something there. It's hard. Anyway. So I'm steering clear of that. I don't know what it is. Right. So just cut it there, along there, and then we'll see what's in the way. Right, well, what I could feel that was catching the saw blade is just a stud that goes between, what do you call it? It's not a stud, it's a cross brace anyway. Get this insulation. Interesting. So this is resting. So this is kind of a joist really. It's resting on, there's a steel beam underneath. So you can see in here, so this is what the saw was catching on. Just two tie-ins really. And you can see there, that's the edge of the steel beam that runs across the whole house. Actually, you can see better than me. There's a load of rubbish in there. So this is going to have to be, this is as high as this shelf is going to go. The door is going to go. And that runs up inside, so I can take that up a lot higher. And stick my head in and have a look at that. Right. So there's quite a big space in there. I'm pleased to report that goes in a long way. So there's a lot of stuff I can put there. I'm going to have to insulate the roof there because the insulation won't be on this wall anymore. But yeah, so this beam I'm going to remove, and probably what I'll do is I'll take it out. I might put an extra one, I might move it and stick it against this one just to give a bit more support here, and I might put another one against the edge of that one, and I might possibly even put an extra piece along there to kind of give some support on top of that one, so build a little frame that sits inside it a bit. Anyway, I'll cut the other side of this out, cut this up to the top, and let's see what that looks like. Right, so I've cut the second hole out now. And what I'm going to do now is just cut up, just tidy it up basically. I'm going to cut the sides up. Actually, I was going to say I'm going to close up, cut the plasterboard up against that stud, but I'm not, because I'm going to put another one on the side of it to support that cross brace. So I'll leave that as it is, and then I don't have to do too much making good. Same on the other side. So I'm going to cut along the bottom Actually, I'm not going to do that either because I'm going to put another piece of wood on there. So I'm going to leave that. I'm just going to cut out that middle piece and I'm going to cut up. Extend those 2 holes up, but bearing in mind that I'm going to put a cross piece on top of that. I'm not going to cut them all the way up either. High enough to get visibility of the top of that center strut. This is what I'm going to do. Yeah, and then I can take it out and I can put that new horizontal piece in. Right. I've cut up as high as I think I want to go. So I'm just transferring that level across. Make sure I don't go up too high. What the hell? Remote the whole thing. Yeah. Now I've had a quick feel inside of that, and what it turns out is each one of those struts is actually connected to one of the roof joists. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to be able to remove that one completely. What I'm going to do is cut it off and just sit it on the beam that's going across so that it's got some support there. Anyway, you'll see more as it goes along. Okay, so I've cut that one all the way up, and what I've now realised is, if you look into here, you can see the roof joist goes up, that one goes up, you can see that one going up, that one, interestingly, has got the side of the window attached to it. So see this window coming down, there's supports to join on the side of the window. That joist that this one is connected to, this vertical support is connected to, goes all the way up to the roof. This one, which I was going to cut out, doesn't. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to block up that hole. I'm going to leave that strut in, I'm going to take that strut out. Because that joist runs all the way up, I think that's got more support in it inherently. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bridge across those two, so I'm going to have to cut that piece out. Yeah, and leave that full joist. And I think just a bit of support in the middle by bridging across, as I was going to do with the other ones, will give me plenty of support. So, change of plan. Shame I cut all that out, but that's life.